They went and did it. They hit every geographic of the game for the 8th anniversary. They went and did it. They did it. I said they would, and they went and did it. Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the 2 new SUGO Fest characters that we'll be releasing at the end of this month to wrap up the 8th anniversary. That is a Super Tandem Trafalgar Law, as well as a Super Tandem Uetis Kid, both being super class legends. And I was on stream, when the banners went live for the 8th anniversary, and I said the only thing they're missing here is to appeal to the fanboys of Law, as well as the following of Kid. The anniversary has hit every demographic on the head. It's appealed to every single audience. We've got a new Luffy, we've got a free-to-play Roger, a free-to-play Odin, a new Whitebeard, we've got Ace Yamato and their bond, that real wholesome connection. We have the big bad guy that is Kaido. We have 5 rare recruits that are all very lovable and very renowned characters. We've got the biggest demographic appealer or fan favorite, the waifus as well. And now we're getting a Law and a Kid. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at what they do. We're going to break them down and give my initial thoughts and opinions before they actually hit the game, before I get to play with them. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to belt the like button. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button. 55% of you guys on subs, so what are you doing? It's good OPTC content. Most importantly though, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the video, and let's dive into the content. So here they are, Uetis Kid on the left, Uetis Captain Kid, the demonic figure, in his, big punk. His art looks cool, his sprite looks even cooler, I'm a big fan of this kid. And then Trafalgar Law, I tried my best to get it in you guys can see, with his crew behind him there, heart-piercing blade of D. Trafalgar Law is a quick, cerebral, free spirit character, where Kid is a int-driven striker. Kid being a superclass driven unit, and then Law being a superclass cerebral unit. So 2 classes we already have of enemies, being Croc and Dofi. We now have them for, in quotation marks, good characters, being Law and Kid. So let's take a look at what they do. Huge shout out to the Discord for the information provided. If you guys want to join the Discord, as always, link will be in the description below. So let's take a look at Uetis Kid, Super Tandem Driven Striker unit first. His captain reduces driven and striker characters' special charge by 3 turns. What? If you run 2 kids, that's 6 turns of cooldown. What? I'm smelling a new speed, Captain. What? Boosts their attack by 5.25 flat rate and a HP buff of 1.65. That's pretty good. Makes int, quick, and tandem slots have matching slot effects. Cuts the crew's HP by 10% at the end of turn. Okay, there it is. I was going to say, 3 turns of cooldown is way too good, and that's a lot of HP. Very reminiscent of Hody. Hody used to cut your HP, and he used to be a powerhouse booster. Very good speed farming, Captain. Very, very good. 3 matching orbs is quite nice, and because this is a super tandem unit, having TND orbs as matching is quite nice too. Special on a 13-turn cooldown. Now, remember, if you're running 2 kids as captain here, you're getting 6 turns of cooldown, so that goes down to 7 turns. And then with sockets, you're going down to 5, and then a ship, you're going down again. So you're starting with a 4-turn cooldown with Kid. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy. His special is going to reduce all HP by 20%, ignoring defensive effects. Boosts driven and striker characters' chain multiplier growth of normal attacks by up to 0.6. Good being... What? Good being plus 0.2, great being plus 0.4, perfect being plus 0.6 for 1 turn. Does this line right here, that changes perfect. So when you hit a good, it adds 0.1 to, well, it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't change the chain buff, right? When you hit a great, it adds 0.1. 0.1. And then when you hit a perfect, it adds 0.3. So now a perfect is adding 0.6. That is huge. So instead of ending on a 2.5 times multiplier, you end on a 5 times multiplier. That's crazy. Provided you hit all your perfects, of course. That's a whole new mechanic, and this could be crazy, because Kid's a striker captain, right? So you can use him with, Yamato and stuff. Oh my god, my brain's gone wild. And driven... No, actually, that wouldn't work, because hobby. Okay, let's move on. Boost that attack by 2.75 as well. Okay, so he's an attack booster. I'm getting partnering with Kaido vibes here. Changes their type slots and block slots to tandem slots, there it is, and prevents their slot from being changed until driven or striker characters land a perfect strike. So that's that super ore block, right? This is exactly what Kaido needed. This line right here changes block slots into tandem slots, and then prevents their slots from being changed until driven or striker characters land a perfect strike. Now, that is a double-ended sword, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. If the crew layer has an attack boost, he is then a orb booster of 2.5 for 2 turns for driven and striker. So he's an attack booster or an orb booster, and he has some really cool chain shenanigans, which is pretty cool. He does damage too, which means you can actually put, like, Halloween Law support on him. So he can be an attack booster and an orb booster for int teams. That's kind of cool. But this right here is exactly what Kaido needed, right? Block slots to tandem slots. Now, that can be good. Obviously, this guy is a super tandem character as well, and we'll get to that because I actually haven't read what he does. But this line here, where he gets the super lock, this means that you could, like, use the super class of Kaido, then use, like, one Kaido, and then use this kid as a sailor to super lock those Wano slots and those tandem slots. So when you move into the next stage with block slots, you're just ready to go. That is crazy, man. Or you could, like, hybrid up with Kaido, and you could do, like, double kid shenanigans. That could be absolutely cooked. He's super class when any of the following characters are on the crew, excluding supports: Killer, Heat, Wire, or when the crew is below 50% HP. That's easy to do as a captain. That's really, really good. Because super class, you have to be a captain. What does his super class actually do? Oh, we went straight past it. 100 times characters attacking non-type damage, ignoring all defensive effects. Reduces driven and striker characters special charge by 1 turn. Adds 0.25 to attack boosts that are launched after the special by driven or striker characters for 1 turn. And changes... Sorry, that applies to everything that's except... applied to boost, applied to support effects. Supporter character is boost... Okay, does that work with supports as well? Is that what it's saying? I'm not 100% sure. But then it changes all driven characters to super driven. So, if you guys know, like, what Odin does, this is exactly what Odin does right here, where it gives you that little plus, and if you would then use an attack boost, which Kid actually does with his special, it'll turn this into a 3 times attack boost. It just automatically gives the plus buff, like, it just automatically adds it. It is only for 1 turn, like, Odin's was just, like, 3, which is kind of cool. But this line here, which you get special charge and deals damage, which is going to make him good for stuff like treasure map. Getting cooldowns is great, because then, like, it's going to be even faster. So, it's pretty nice, and he has, like, character requirements. So, you can get this turn 1, like, Killer. Obviously, the Rare Recruit Killer is awesome. RIP, Legend Killer, by the way. Alright, let's take a look at Super Tandem. At level 5, you get a 2 times... what are the requirements? At level 5, you need 1 driven or striker character, and one of the following characters on the crew has to be a total of 2, being Killer, Heat, Wire, or Luffy. Now, at level 1, 2, 3, it's 3 characters need to be them. So, like, you have to use Killer, Heat, Wire, and Luffy. Or any one of the following characters are on the crew. Oh, okay, hold up. So, it has to be 2 driven characters, and one of the following has to be on the crew. Killer, Heat, Wire, or Luffy. Okay, that makes sense. And then level 4 is 2 driven or strikers, and then level 5 is when 1 driven or striker. Okay, so it's pretty restrictive. Obviously, these super tandems are, but the beautiful thing is this is not a super SUGO Fest, so like he's going to be available in tickets and stuff like that, right? At level 5, adds 2 times driven and striker characters attack, I'm assuming, for 1 turn, and it sets all enemies' defense to 0. Okay, so the multiplier starts at 1.25 at level 1. Not the greatest, but like... halving defense is kind of like... it's an interesting super tandem. I don't think it's great, to be honest. Like, at level 5, it's good. But this is still very restrictive. If this goes through full immunity like Kaido, it's better. But even still, like, it's not amazing. Support once per quest if the character uses a special, boosts character's base attack by 1.5 for the next battle. Killer, Heat, and Wire. There's like no Heat and Wires in the game, so I'm assuming there's a rare recruit. Potential abilities: provoked, attack boost, received up... resistance, critical, and super tandem. So that is the kid in a nutshell. Overall, he's really good. Like, he's really good. To me, he's exactly what Kaido needed. And he's going to do, like, some crazy, crazy things with the super tandem Kaido character that we did get for Anniversary. So, very, very excited for this particular kid. He looks really, really good on paper. And you know me, I love cooldowns. I'm a sucker for cooldowns. And, like, this right here is just awesome. And, like, for how much everyone underestimated Last Tap Kid, and he just ended up being the best. Like, this character is just kind of blowing me away a little bit. Or I just have high expectations, I guess. So far, in Uidus Kid, I'm a big fan of. Let's take a look at quick lore now. Super Tandem, Cerebral Free Spirit lore. As a captain, he boosts Cerebral and Free Spirit characters by 5.25 HP by 1.2, makes their tandem slots have matching slot effects, and reduces damage by 10%, and will also reduce crew's paralysis by 10 turns, and when tapping with a quick tandem Wano slot, sets all defense to 0 for 1 turn. Whoa, okay. That's a lot. I don't understand why we are now getting another quick character that has 10 turns of paralysis in their kit. Like, this is good. Any character that can give utility in their captain is good. But paralysis, we already have so many quick units that do paralysis, man. So many. Just so many. Like, if this was attack down or something, just it would have been so good. But nevertheless, it's paralysis. And look, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I wish it was something else. But makes tandem slots have their slot effects, which is great because super tandem. And then reduces damage by 10%. It's not heaps, but it's okay. It's weird that a law doesn't heal, to be honest. But setting defense to 0 for 1 turn can be kind of nice. I don't really know where that's going to sort of like have too much play. But it could. It definitely could. It is very RNG reliant, I guess. Or you could actually abuse this because like tandem Wano. Wano is interesting, unless he does something with Wano orbs. But quick, obviously that is his natural orb, so that would be fairly easy to do. On his special on a 12-turn cooldown, he reduces crew's special charge by 1 turn, boosts cerebral and free spirit characters' chain multiply growth rate of normal attacks up to plus 0.6. So this is the same as Kid. Oh, here's the same thing as Kid. This I like this a lot. Like this looks so cool. Like this mechanic. I'm really, really interested to see how this works, and I really want to see how it plays out. For 1 turn, boost the attack by 2.75, heals crew by 50 times character's recovery, up to 2 times for his overheal, and if the crew has an attack boost, he then becomes a orb booster by 2.5 for 2 turns for cerebral and free spirits. So he's very like parallel to Kid. Like they're very parallel characters. If you have an attack boost, they become an orb booster. They're an attack booster for their squad, and they have this chain boosting shenanigan. Kid is just built around speed though, by the look of it, and like just pure carnage. Where Law is a bit more methodical. He has some damage reduction and he has some healing, so that's kind of nice. This line here, I don't love, to be honest. Like just reading it on paper, I don't love, but in practicality, that could be really, really good. This is really, really good. It's just there's just so many like Miguel and Izokiku. I swear there's one other, but I'm just blanking right now. I know Reiju does too, but I'm just trying to remember who the other quick one was. But let me know in the comment section below if there is another one. But even still, there's already 2. Like, let's just move on from the paralysis quick characters, right? Superclass changes character slot, including block slots, to tandem. Okay. Is that just his or characters? Like, that's apostrophe. So, like, all characters to tandem, which is good because that gives you super tandem. Boost damage dealt to defense down by 2.25 for 3 turns, and changes cerebral characters to super cerebral. So this is kind of good, but like you have to be able to get the defense down, right? So again, if this goes through full immunity, which it doesn't state it does, it will be a lot better. Very reminiscent of Kids. But if it doesn't, we're kind of just sitting here like, will it, won't it kind of thing. Superclass requirement requires Beppo, Sachi Penguin, Jean Bart, Monkey D. Luffy, or when the crew has an attack boost. So if you use his special, you get his super type. That's actually really good. It's really nice to do. Their superclass seems fairly easy to get, to be honest, which is nice. The required list besides Luffy is going to be a little bit tricky. Luffy for Kid, I think is a bit more tricky than for Law, because he has free spirit, but let's see his super tandem. His requirements at level 5, 1 cerebral or free spirit, and one of the following characters on the crew being Beppo, Sachi, Penguin, Jean Bart, Luffy, or Corazon. That's an interesting little side twist. Did I miss Corazon up here? No, I didn't. Okay, well, Corazon, funny enough, Corazon's about to get his level break plus, so, like, I'm very interested to see what they do with that unit, but, like, you have to wait for another video for that, because this video's already gone long enough, because these characters are just, like, they have hype around them, right? It's 8th anniversary, there's still hype. He's super tandem at level 5, boosts the attack boost of tandem by 2 times for cerebral and free spirit for 1 turn, and makes their type slots have matching slot effects for 1 turn. So, it's sort of like a nerfed version of Luffy's, but, like, it's for 2 classes, which is quite nice. At level 4, it seems that he's just Strength, Dex, and Quick. And then it's just Quick for 1 and 2. So, these tandems, like Kid and Law, both seem to be pretty dookie until you get them to level 5. Unlike Luffy and Kaido's, like, their super tandem at level 1 is, like, really good. Level 5, it's cracked. But these guys are just, like, really good at level 5. His support goes on Corazon, Jean Bart, Sachi, Penguin, Beppo, and reduces character special charge by 1 turn, changes the slot to own type and heals for 2,000 at the end of the... See, that's okay. Like, that's not bad. It's not that bad. He has pinch healing as recovery 1, and he has super tandem. So, these characters, they're interesting to say the least, but nevertheless, they are normal, like, SUGO characters. Just be mindful of that. They aren't super SUGO characters like the anniversary characters are. So if you are still missing the anniversary characters, I would try and pick them up because they won't be back for a little while. Plus, the banners are probably going to be a little bit better than these particular banners. But we have to wait and see when they actually come around. But let me know your thoughts and opinions of the Useless Kid and the Trafalgar Law in the comment section below. Let me know who you like more. Do you like Law? Do you like Kid? Do you like neither? And you like, screw them, summon for anniversary. What are you guys doing? Let me know down there in the comment section. While you're down there, don't forget the bell like button. But if you're new, hit that big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!